Mitchell shirt on. I think he deserves it today. He had a good one. 27 carries and 130-ish yards. It's a good day to come back from a couple weeks off.
What has impressed you most about him?
I mean, if you just watch him when he runs downhill, and a play that's blocked for 3 yards ends up being 7 yards. A play that's blocked for 1 yard ends up being 4 yards. When he gets hit, he always falls forward. And that's in the NFL. You have to be able to, as a running back, to be able to break arm tackles. You have to be able to fall forward. You get pushed back on some of those, second and longs, all those, that type of stuff. But he just runs his tail off. He's very physical, and he just makes quick decisions. He doesn't second guess himself. He just runs downhill, which is what you need to do in our offense.
Is there something about his demeanor, the way he carries himself, that's allowed him to adjust so quickly to the NFL?
I think he just loves football. I mean, he shows up every day. He works. He's there every day when rehab's supposed to start. He's on time for everything. He does everything that he's supposed to do, and I think just because he does everything he's supposed to do, it just sets him up for success, and that's what you want to see in a rookie.
Does he surprise defenders with his power? He doesn't look that big from the press box.
100%. I think he surprises everybody. You're just like, when you're fast. I don't want to compare him to Raheem because I think Raheem is very unique in his skill set, but Elijah hits the holes downhill like Raheem does. He's not going to run at 23 miles an hour, but that 5 yards in between where he gets the ball through the line of scrimmage, he's just so explosive and so fast. I think guys just, I'm going to get him with an arm tackle because he's not the biggest back in the world, but he just runs through arm tackles. And you saw that he had a catch that he broke a tackle on, fell forward for 13 yards, something like that. He just does it consistently.
George, what's the feeling in the locker room now compared to what it was a few weeks ago?
Well, that was really stressful. So, sigh of relief. That was a tough one, but we're excited. Our defense. We had a turnover early, and then our defense comes right back, and they get 2 turnovers. Shout out to Aziz and our guys for stepping up. And that's been that's what killed us early on. We just had so many turnovers, and our defense wasn't getting them. And now our defense is helping us out a little bit, and that allowed us to get that win.
Are you guys paying any attention to where you are in the playoff race? Because you're moving up every week.
Nah, we got 6 weeks left of football. A lot can happen in 6 weeks. We got a hell of a challenge coming up this week. Going to a great stadium, a team that I think people say are struggling, but whenever we play them, it's always a really, really good game. So, just excited for that challenge.
Well, so you said that maybe going into this game, you guys almost felt like it would be sort of like a playoff game with the intensity. Did it feel like that?
Oh yeah, I think the atmosphere was amazing. I think our crowd brought it. The faithful always bring the energy. We gave us things to cheer about today, and just the intensity, the passion from the fans. It definitely did not feel like week 1 or 2. It felt like we were rolling, and definitely felt like a higher stakes game.
George, Jimmy didn't start out with the best day today, but he ended up locking in and having a much better day. Was there anything in particular that you saw from him that helped him focus in?
You just got to pitch and catch. Once you get 1 or 2 under your belt, then you start rolling. That's all it is. And I think Jimmy did a great job, and bouncing back. He had a couple overthrows early, but he made the plays when we really needed them, and he got guys the ball when they needed to get those passes. And whether it was Juice, IU, guys made big plays there at the end of the game.
When he's going through that through a game, what is he like on the sidelines?
Totally fine. He's like, hey, I'll be better, and that's kind of how we all are. Hey, we got to play better, and that's what he did. He came out. Played better. I think our whole team played better after those first 2 drives.
What has Deebo Samuel done for your offense the past 4 games in particular?
Everything.
Yeah.
He just we can just go out and every personnel, and they don't know if we're going to be throwing the ball or he's going to motion to the backfield. And when he's in the backfield, you don't really know what we're going to do. I think he just adds a dynamic to our offense that you can't really prepare for. Sure, load the box, but you can put out base personnel if you want to. And when we have 4 wide receivers out there and he's a running back, but we can just throw it out of that. You're going to get someone matched up on a linebacker that's bad for you. So he just allows us to, put the defense in positions where we want them, and I think that's why we've been doing it so much.
George, when you look at where you were 2 weeks ago, was there ever any doubt that you'd be able to bounce back to the level you bounce back?
No, I think that we have really good football players on this team. I think we have really good coaches, and we are just underperforming. Like I said, turnovers kill you. You could be one of the best teams in the league, and if you have turnovers, there's nothing you can do about it. If you're +1, it's like an 80% chance of winning. If you're +2, it's 90-something. When you're -3, it's kind of hard to win. We haven't done that since Pittsburgh in 2019. So we're just taking care of the ball, and I think I've always said we practice well every week. We always have high level practices, but the longer you get into the season, I think guys are feeling it. I think we're really taking a step forward as a team, week to week.
So do you feel this team is hitting its stride right now?
Say again?
Do you feel this team is hitting its stride right now going into this final 6 weeks?
Yes and no. I mean, I thought, I think the last 2 weeks are definitely way cleaner as a whole team performance. Our defense got a pick or a turnover early, and we didn't respond well as an offense. Like, we had an opportunity to go down and score, and we didn't. And then our offense started going, and then I think we had like 21 points in like 2 minutes or something like that. And then, our special teams, I mean, they're going to say they didn't play at the level they wanted to play. I thought we had a lot of good plays on special teams, but kickoff return for a touchdown's tough. And so, but we played at a level where if one phase wasn't playing well, the other two would pick it up. And that's kind of how the last 2 weeks have been. But I definitely feel like our offense, we felt a groove there. I think we had another 20-play drive, which I think that's pretty elite. And then our defense stepped up, especially when we had a couple losses out there with guys, we had a couple injuries. But people were stepping up, and the time that we needed them to step up.
George, this team is on a record.
I said you went over to Jimmy after the pick. You wanted to tell him to his face, what he thought instead of over the head. He said, you saw how Jimmy responds when in those moments when maybe you gotta look him in the eye and say you better.
You got to ask Jimmy that question, man. I mean, I think Kyle says everything to our face instead of over the headset. He's on the field. I don't know. Jimmy will be here in a sec.
Like Zimmer just said, you guys get away with a lot of holding. I'm curious if you ever respond to that, or
Oh, yeah?
how you would describe your run blocking with me.
Yeah. I get away with a lot of holding. I mean, I think if you're running your feet and your hands inside, just because the guy spins and flails his arm, it's not holding. He's just flopping. I mean, you can watch plenty of pass plays. I finally got a holding call out there in a pass route. I got hugged and tackled, and I think there were like 3 of those out there that don't get called. It's football. Refs throw flags. Refs don't throw flags. It's just the game. And if you're going to sit on the sideline and complain about holding the whole time, I tell you guys to make better plays.
You guys are like on a record pace scoring touchdowns in the red zone. We go 4 for 5, I think, today. Is there great pride in that, and why do you think you're so good in the red zone?
Because you have to be. I mean, if you don't score touchdowns, because we ended there with like 2 field goals at the end, and we gave Minnesota a chance to come back and win. Like, you have to score when you're down there. And I thought, we did a great job, especially after Aziz's interception, and then we scored the next play. Like, you just have to score touchdowns if you want to win games. Everybody in the NFL is good. Everybody can score, but tonight it kind of felt like whoever gets to 40-ish first is going to win the game.